It hasn't helped since the pandemic that Marc Jacobs has left the New York Fashion Week calendar. Ralph Lauren, who is another anchor to the week, has shown on and off. This season, we're happy he's back. He's sort of kicking off New York Fashion Week on the 10th, I believe. But when big anchor designers like that leave, it just inevitably means that fewer people from out of town are going to make the trip. And since the pandemic, we have to be honest, everybody from retailers to publishers to designers and brands themselves are operating with tighter budgets. And I think that that's led to what people feel maybe now more than ever is like a foreshortened or a diminutive New York Fashion Week. It makes room for a lot of up-and-coming names, and I really think that how New York has blossomed in the last 5 years since the pandemic is a whole new generation of talent, and they are not necessarily 7th Avenue talent. I mean, they don't have a big showroom up in the garment district. These are designers who have tiny little studios in Bushwick or Bed-Stuy or Industry City out in Brooklyn, and they're not necessarily establishment designers, but slowly but surely they're becoming establishment designers because, here in New York, we really like to celebrate and hold up our own homegrown talents. I definitely know that some people are agitating for one New York Fashion Week a year and for that one New York Fashion Week to be in September. It's glorious out here. It's a great time to be in the city. I think there's a lot of important designers in New York who would reject that idea. Two names I'll give you, Tory Burch and Michael Kors. They're not going to like the idea of one show a year. So if it happens, I don't think that everyone would play ball. Let's never forget that we are a breeding ground for amazing, scrappy, very cool talent. Think of Willie Chavarria, who is a menswear designer who has, recently been named as a contender for the Fendi job. Raul Lopez at Loire. There are lots of designers who are not yet international names who I think deserve to be in New York.
It looks like the
This new organization, KFN, I believe is the name, has made efforts to not bring back the tents, but to create an atmosphere of collegiality, I would say, where they're providing spaces to designers that are centralized. And there'll be different size spaces. You might have bigger venues for big shows. You might have smaller spaces for appointments or presentations. There might be a space where designers could get together and pool their funds and do something. think anytime a designer can make a direct connection with a consumer, they're happy, right? Because in the end, the press can love it, but if the people who are shopping for it don't buy it, then it's not really a success. So it makes sense to me to try to get shoppers and consumers at your shows. But the truth is that you know, a show for the press and a show for the consumers, they're sort of two different worlds, and keeping both worlds happy in one show can be a little tricky. I've, you know, watched some.